So Jack, we're closing in on Saturday, July the 1st at the Brighton Hilton Metropole, challenging again for the National Light Cruiserweight title. So it's been a while. I know you've had a lot of things going on outside of the boxing ring, which has sort of sidetracked you for some time. But I know that you're back. You're facing Shane Minter on the bill, and on paper, it looks to be an absolute barnstormer of a fight.
I think it will be. I wanted to actually start today with just to thank you and Dan Woodgate for your support over the last 9 months, because obviously we have been going through it. And you've both been really good to us. So, a pleasure. Just wanted to get that out of the way first. So.
No, listen. As I say, we won't go into what's been happening, but let's just say family life, and that took precedent and was far more important than anything to do with boxing. So I know you have had a tough time, but initially you were scheduled to face Josh O'Brien in the rematch for the national title. Last time out, that was a draw, a fantastic fight that a lot of people thought that you edged. It was like I say, a very, very pick 'em fight. Yeah. And I know you've had a tougher fight outside of the ring, but now you're back. And just looking forward, I know, to facing Shane Minter for the belt again.
Do you know what, I'm itching for it? I've got 9 months of built up aggression in me, which is it's going to come out on July the 1st. And it's been a different sort of camp this time round, because obviously I've been able to do it within and around what we've had going on. But my head's different. I'm just in a different headspace. It's too important. It's just not an option for this not to go the right way. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a good night.
I mean, the landscape of the light cruiserweight division has radically changed since you last boxed in September of 2022, because at that stage you were fighting, as I say, Josh O'Brien for the belt. There were a few other kind of fringe contenders around there, but with your absence, start of 2023 season, in comes Shane Minter. In terms of experience, a relative sort of novice, but impressed on his debut against Rob Earls, and then in his second fight, he won the novice title with a fantastic performance against Emmanuel Allo. So last time you boxed, he wasn't even in the competition, but he stormed into the limelight and sort of really made a name for himself. And
the kid's lost like 75 kilos in weight. Do you know what I mean? You can't. He's achieved a lot. Do you know what I mean? It's a fair play to him. I've got loads of respect for him. Like you say, he's come in. I've watched both his fights. I was there for both. I remember I said to you after the Earls one that it would be a good fight. So I'm looking forward to fighting him. I think it's going to be good. Has he got the experience? Don't know. I've had 4 or 5 times more fights than he has. We'll see on the night, won't we?
Yeah. I mean, from your perspective, like I say, I know you've watched him. Let's try and break him down as an opponent, because, like I say, in terms of experience, he is a relative novice. But last time out in the title fight against Emmanuel Allo, very, very impressive performance. And I know, like you said off camera, I think that'd be a good fight. And at the time, I've got to be honest, I thought, well, I need to see a bit more of him. But in that Allo fight, you definitely saw that he had a number of different layers to his game. He could box, he could move, he wasn't afraid to take a shot, and he liked to get stuck in, which is, if you were putting stylistically 2 fighters together, yourself, come forward, aggressive, throwing lots of shots, and obviously Minter's style, on paper, this has the potential to be one of the best fights of the season. It's going to be. It's the end of the day. He's, like I say, I've been impressed with him both times I've seen him. I don't think he's. It'd be difficult to say if he's actually taken a real shot yet. If he's been in with somebody that's powerful, that's strong, that's got the experience. But we'll see on the night, won't we? He's obviously game for it, and that's half the battle, isn't it? So. I mean, from your perspective, training-wise, I know that we've spoken off camera, we've spoken over the last sort of 2 or 3 weeks about how your preparation's going and how you're sort of tailoring it around what you've got going on. But I know that you said to me literally just before we started this, I'd fight him today, I'd fight him tomorrow. I'm ready, I'm fit, I'm strong, and the desire is sort of is like nothing that you've ever experienced before. So, talk us through a little bit about what prep's been like. It's been all right. It's just it hasn't been as if it would usually on a normal camp, because obviously I've been between Bognor and Sutton. Obviously Archie's been having his transplant.
which we're coming out the back end of now. I've probably done the same amount of training, just not in the same setup as I usually would. But the difference is my head's in a different space. It's not just a boxing match. It's deeper. Do you know what I mean? So it's yeah. I don't want to say too much, but it's because you can never tell the outcome. But yeah, I wouldn't want to be in there with me on the night.
When you look at Minter and you look at yourself, you're obviously going to sort of you're going to back yourself. But what do you think edges it for you in this fight? What apart from, like you say, the mindset and what you want to do and bring that title back to obviously home, but what edges this fight for you?
It's difficult to say, isn't it? Because he might go in there and batter me, but you never know, do you? But I think I'm stronger than him. I'm more powerful than him. I think, from what I've seen of him, I've got a lot more experience than him. I don't know if that's got to count for a lot. So I mean, he's younger. He's obviously going to be hungry. He's lost a lot of weight. He's going to be fit. It's going to be a good fight. Do you know what I mean? I can't say which way it's going to go. Obviously, I want it to go my way, but you never know, do you? Until on the night. I'm certainly not going to sit here and like slate him and say what he's not doing right, because I haven't seen enough of him, and I don't want to disrespect him. But I don't know. It's going to be a night, and like I say, I've got a lot of pent-up energy, and it's going to come out that night.
I mean, the atmosphere in Brighton is going to be electric. It's a fantastic fight card. You've got some really mouth-watering title fights apart from your fight. So I know that it's going to be an electric atmosphere in there. But
good venue as well. Boxer.
It is, yeah. I mean, it's a really nice venue. But you know, how do you think you'll cope emotionally? You know, walking through those doors, down the walkout into that ring.
It don't bother me. I just never have done. I've never got nervous. I've never got tetchy about fights. At the end of the day, I'm in there to everything, whatever some people might feel before a fight. For me, that goes as soon as you walk through. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know. It's not that I don't know. It's not. I don't get nervous as such. And it's go time, isn't it, when you get in there? So.
And I
don't think there's going to be an emotion attached to it. It's just get in there and get a job done.
Absolutely. And like I say, we're edging closer. It's only a few weeks away now, but you know, how does the prep look from now until fight night, and how, like I say, how much more have you got to do?
Not a great deal. Like, I could get in there now, but I've got a lot of I want to do beforehand, just to make sure that I'm in the right space, and I will be. So it's I'm going to, hopefully, as of the weekend, my life's going to get a little bit easier, so I can actually spend as much time as I want in the gym for the next 2 or 3 weeks, and that's going to make a big difference.
Well, like I say, on paper, we've seen Minter, we've seen yourself. You've been in there with definitely the higher caliber of opponents, in the likes of Josh O'Brien, Todd Tompkins. So I know that, you know, when you step through those ropes and you face Shane Minter on July the 1st, like I say, me personally, knowing what you both bring to the table, I think neither of you are going to have to go looking for each other. Neither of you are going to have to sort of go through the feeling out process. It's just going to be straight down to business and produce, you know, what Quest is known for. You know, it's those 50-50, intense, evenly matched fights where both of you put everything on the line, with obviously the goal of becoming champions. So it's great to talk to you. As I say, I know you've got a busy schedule, so the next time we see you, it will be in Brighton, Saturday, July the 1st. Looking forward to this fight, and you know, looking forward to watching the fight unfold.
Good stuff. Thank you, mate.